Statistics Part 3. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing hero weapons as well as dragon emblems, what you can get as a free-to-play player, and what you can get as a outright purchasable player. Let's go have a look at what is available and what are those statistics. Hey guys, welcome back. I am PokeMountain from twitch.tv/PokeMountain, bringing you part 3 in our statistics series. In part 1, we discussed statistics themselves, how important are they to the game and what sort of difference it makes. In part 2, we discussed the gems and the equipment, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing hero weapons and dragon emblems. Both these items, hero weapons and dragon emblems, are available to people who purchase in-app bundles, as well as free-to-play players. We're going to start off with hero weapons. Now, in order to see your hero weapons, all you got to do is come here to the middle of your castle, to this cathedral-looking place, which is your hero council. Click on that, then click on hero weapons, and that will bring you to your weapons interface. On the left-hand side, you will see your different weapon sets. In the middle, you will see a nice little graphic representation of the weapon. And on the right-hand side, you will see the statistics that are offered from that particular item. Now, just to start us off, I just want to make it very clear quickly. On the left at the bottom, you've got the Earth set and the Temper set. Don't even worry about those two sets because neither of those sets are available in the game anymore. So what you're really going to be looking at are the Wildfire sets, Torrent sets, and the Raven sets. Right, so let's just start off with the obvious. If you are a person who purchases the in-game bundles, it's quite easy. You're going to click there at the top, you're going to come down to hero weapons, and what you're going to be purchasing straight off the bat is the Raven Ascendant Scrolls. This is for the latest set, which gives you the highest boost that you have available for any of the hero weapons. King of Babylon is quite clever though, because they've made sure that you can't get a single weapon from a single purchase. You would have to purchase the highest bundle, which gives you 80 scrolls, and then an additional bundle because you need 100 scrolls to make a weapon. So you would purchase the 80 there, for example, and an additional 40, or the 80 plus 16 plus 8, and those together will give you your first hero weapon or your next hero weapon. The reason why I say they're clever is because that will always leave you with a few more scrolls left over, either 8 scrolls left or 20 scrolls left or something like that, so that you are somewhat enticed to say, maybe I should just purchase a few more scrolls to try and make up the next set. They were very, very clever in that regard. Very, very clever. But now for those of you who are free to play, you're also wondering, how do I get these hero weapons myself? And well, that's actually quite easy to do. We're going to start off with the lowest item, which is actually the Wildfire Set. Okay. Now the Wildfire Set, if you have a look at it, it offers you with your first 2 items troop boost. Now remember, troop is infantry, bowmen, as well as cavalry. These 2 items give you a 57% boost to all your troops. The next 2 items are for infantry, health, attack, and defense, 172. The next 2, same thing, but for bowmen, 172. And the next 2, same thing for cavalry, 172. Now, to get these Wildfire Ascendant Scrolls, all you're going to do is you're going to go to your Alliance store, Spirit Altar, Spirit Ceremonies, very much like with the Destruction Ingots, very much like with the Dream Arcana. And right here, you're going to see this one that I have ticked. If you click the little eye, tells you Wildfire Ascendant Scroll. Now, this particular ceremony offers you 40 scrolls. You need 100 scrolls to make a weapon. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do 3 of these ceremonies to get these weapons for you. Unfortunately, if you scroll through, you don't get a higher bundle like you do with certain other items. But you can still get, for each ceremony, at 13,500 ceremony coins, you can get yourself the Wildfire Ascendant Scrolls. Do you really want to get yourself the Wildfire Ascendant Scrolls? Yes and no. If you already have a lot of Wildfire Scrolls, for example, and you're close to having a weapon, then yes, definitely go ahead and do it. If you have nothing and you're starting off from the very, very bottom, it might be more worthwhile for you to spend your ceremonies concentrating on like your gems or your destruction ingots and get yourself slowly the water torrent set. Now let's go have a look at that water torrent set. So once again, we're going to our hero council, and here we go. There's the torrent set. These ones also, like with anything else, require 100 scrolls to get, and they require the Tears of Ascension. But if you look at this, the base level of these offer 393% boost. It's a very far cry from the Wildfire Set giving you 172. 393. That's over 200% difference. These are also freely available. A little bit slower because with the Wildfire you can get 40 scrolls at a time. With these, unfortunately, you don't quite get as many. Now, to get these Ascendant Scrolls, all you got to do, similar, go to your Alliance store. This time go to the store itself or your Alliance page and go to your store. And if you scroll down, you will see in your store the Torrent Ascendant Scrolls. Like with the Dream Arcana, like with the Destruction Ingots, you can purchase 7 a day at 4,000 merit points each, allowing you to slowly build up the Torrent set. On top of that, the Torrent Ascendant Scrolls are available in another place. If you go to your Merlin's Trials, whilst it is still available, and you click on Redeem, you've got the Trial Shop and you've got the Spire Loot. If you scroll down in the Trial Shop, you will find, oh look, there's my Tears of Ascension. I can purchase 7 sets of 12 from here, and I can purchase 6 sets of 38 from here every single day if I have enough Merlin Trial points built up. If you go through to Spire Loot, you can go scroll down further again, and you will see here an additional 2 Torrent Ascendant Scrolls can be purchased every single day. Once again, if you are using the Spire and you have crystals available. Effectively, what that means is you can get 7 from your Alliance store, and you can get 2 here, giving you 9 every day. So in a roughly 11 to 12 days, you should be able to have yourself 1 of your hero weapons, giving you a 393% boost. Actually not bad, don't you think? In a month, you could easily have yourself 2 weapons on the progress rate to 3. And that's 100% free. All you got to do is make sure you're doing your Spire and make sure you are doing your Merlin Trials to get yourself those Tears of Ascension and to get yourself those scrolls. When it comes to the Raven Scrolls, they're not as easily available. You can get them for free. As you can see, I already have 2 Raven weapons. Both of them were 100% free. This one I was very lucky in regards to with the first Honest Pass that came out giving us the Raven Scrolls and the Raven weapons. I actually opened this with my free key, so I was extremely lucky. The second one I actually I got from the Honest Pass, and I got from participating in the events, and I built myself up to the point where I had 100 parts, and I purchased it to increase my bowman statistics by 685%. This one has been leveled up once, that's why it's 708% compared to the 685, but obviously I concentrated on my bowman first and got those up. Like with the rest, you need 100 Raven Scrolls. I currently have 16. I'm not purchasing any bundles or anything, so it's going to take me a long time to get to the point where I get my next Raven item. But in the meantime, I have made sure that the rest of my items, the rest of my hero weapons are all filled up with the Torrent. So I've got 6 Torrent weapons, all upgraded several times. And I have got the 2 Raven that fills in the missing gap over here. So that's hero weapons for you guys. You can see it is a huge stat jump, especially at your higher level. 708% there, 685% there. Really, really, really big difference. Really big difference. And it's items that you can obtain for free. It's slower if you're free, but it's much faster if you are in-app purchasable. But it is still something that is obtainable to any player in the game. The second thing we're going to look at is your Dragon Emblems. Now, at the moment, because the Lionheart Emblems have just been launched, there is an Emblem event currently happening. If you click on the Event Center, you can go here to Emblem Battle, and you will see here that you can actually obtain items usable in upgrading of emblems. But just be warned, it is actually quite a challenge. The reason I say that is because I've got decent emblems. I've got 6 out of 8 Water Drake emblems, which is up until now the highest you can get. And the last 2 are Scarlet Drake emblems, which is the next level down. Pretty much everything leveled up, and I could still only defeat round 1, path 1, whatever you want to call it. Once I get to the second section, no matter what I do, if I go to challenge and I say march, finish that off, boom, I get killed 3-1. So I'm just warning you guys, it is quite a challenge. But if you can do it, or even if you finish 1 or 2, you can get yourself some of the items required to do the leveling up of or the upgrades to your dragon emblems. Right, let's go have a quick look at our dragon emblems themselves. To see that, you go into your dragon itself, click here, dragon emblems, and with the new interface, you can see it's actually quite pretty. I quite like it. It's very interesting. A bit plain, but it's nice. It actually is quite nice. So here you can see the emblems that I currently have. I've got the Flawless Water Drake, Precious Water Drake. I've got the Rare Scarlet Drake, the Precious Water Drake again, and then the same thing on this side here. The reason why it's the same is because whatever you do to your emblems, or whenever you open an emblem, it technically opens 2. Remember how the hero weapons required 100 scrolls to create? Well, to create one of these emblems, you actually need to have 200. Let me just get to, sorry, let me show you here. You actually need to have, there we go, 200 of the tombs or the manuscripts in order to make the emblem. But when you create it, it creates the ability to create 2 emblems. It actually activates 2 slots, put it that way. So if I was to have 200 Water Drake manuscripts now, for example, I could create the one that's on this slot here. And by activating this tomb and creating it, I am opening this one to do the same thing. I don't have to have another 200 manuscripts. It automatically activates for both sides. So when I did this one, it opened this one. When I did this one, it opened this one. All I had to do was craft 2 of the emblems, and the crafting price is actually very cheap. The crafting price isn't the worry at all. It's very cheap. Upgrading it the first time is also very cheap, generally speaking. I mean, here you can see if I want to upgrade this one, it's 783. It's 783 emblem essence, and it's 81 obsidian. Okay, these 2 items are not usually available so easily. You can't just get this from Merlin Trials or from the Alliance store and things like that. This you got to earn through events and things like that, or participating in certain types of battles and things. But effectively, you can get the emblem for free. Upgrades, obviously slightly different thing. Now let's have a look at the emblems themselves. Here we've got the aggression, security, strength, dominion, material, all the different types of either emblems or materials required to build those emblems. All shows you what you've currently got. If you go to Dragon Emblems, you can go to Emblem Crafting here, and you can see the different levels of emblems, what they offer. Starting at the lowest, which is infantry attack, cavalry attack, bowman attack of 7% increase, going up to 10.5, 80, 142.3, 255, 420, 685. Like with everything else, the higher you go, the higher the boost you can obtain. These are 1 emblems, and these are 2 emblems, are also items that are freely available to you just by playing the game. So if you've got no emblems, nothing whatsoever, you're going to want to make sure that you go here to Merlin Trials again, go to Exchange. This time you're looking for the Undead Trader. Now these are Undead Trader coins that you get from doing the Labyrinth specifically. And we're going to discuss the Labyrinth in an upcoming episode, because there's also statistic boosts there. But here, if you scroll down, you can see Bright Security, Bright Dominion, Bright Strength, Bright Aggression, as well as going down to Brilliant Aggression, Brilliant Security, Brilliant Dominion, and Brilliant Strength. Now, these items are cheap. They're not expensive at all. The brilliant ones will probably take you 2 days per item to obtain. Depends on how active you are in your labyrinth or not. But these items, you can obtain an entire set in a day. They're very, very cheap. It's 26 gold coins, and it gives you a 5% boost to your statistics. It's not much at all, but it is still 5% that you might not have had before. On top of that, if you purchase this, for example, so I'm going to purchase one of these, and then I'm going to go back to the Dragon Tower. Go to Dragon Emblem. Now, if I go to find where my R1 is, there we go. There's an R1 there. If I click on this, and somewhere, there we go, there's the transform. So if I go to the second page, Emblem Library, I select the item I just purchased. I click transform that. That gives me 10 emblem essence. So if you have got a ton of extra undead coins, you can always purchase these and transform them to get yourself some emblems, or some essence, should I say. However, that being said, you need a hell of a lot of essence to do upgrades. But it is there, so you can do it. So you can regularly purchase these, click on transform, select it, transform, say confirm, boom, there we go. I got myself an extra 10 emblem essence. It's not a lot, but after a while it will add up and you'll eventually be able to upgrade. So let's take, for example, not that first one, because that first one you can't upgrade at all. Let's just go quickly back here and purchase for ourselves the second level. Okay, I don't have enough coins to do it. But you can upgrade the second level. You can't upgrade the first. You can upgrade the second level once. So you could purchase the second level, purchase a whole lot of the first ones, transform them to get yourself essence to upgrade the second one to a higher level. That's pretty much it for Dragon Essence or Dragon Emblems there. Now let me show you where you obtain them. If you are a in-app purchase player, once again, it's very simple. Click the plus in the top right-hand corner. Go down to Emblems, and you will see there, you'll have your latest emblems, in this case the Lionheart emblems, as well as some emblem essence. You can purchase the obsidian that you use for your upgrades, and you can purchase essence on their own that you use for the upgrades. Whenever a new set comes out of something, like the Raven set came out, the older set becomes cheaper and easier to obtain. So if you look down here, now that the Lionheart emblems, you can get the Precious Water Drake at a bit of a lower price. Here you can actually pay your instead of paying the same price that you would have paid for 80 fragments, you can pay that price, or for 40 fragments, excuse me, you can pay that price and just straight out purchase the emblem. So if you are a mid sort of spender, this is where you will probably want to spend your money, because this is going to give you a huge boost for that small investment, or smaller investment, should I say. So those water drakes, remember the water drake entry level, you're looking at 400% increase. 400% for that price. If you were spending that price before, as I say, you would have only got 40 manuscripts from it. 60 to 80 if you were lucky. Then for the free-to-play players, how you want to do it is you're going to once again go to your Alliance store. You're going to go to the store itself and scroll down. What you're going to find here is not the Water Drake manuscripts yet. That should come down the line. But at the moment you can get the Scarlet Drakes, which is the third layer at the moment. The third highest tier of emblems that you can get. That's only because the Lionheart emblem has just come out. Before that came out, it was the second highest, and you could get it for free. Now it is the third highest, and eventually it's going to switch, and the Scarlet Drake manuscripts will leave, and the Water Drake manuscripts will take their place. So take the opportunity while you can now. You can purchase 14 of these manuscripts every day from the Alliance store, as well as going to your spirit ceremonies. Like with everything else, like with the Destruction Ingots and the Dream Arcanas and with the Wildfire Ascendant Scrolls, click on Hold Ceremony, Scroll down, and here you will see your Scarlet Drake emblem, and you can get 40 here for every ceremony you do, and again it's 13,500 ceremony coins. So every day you can get 14 of the manuscripts. Every time you do a ceremony, which should probably be every 2 to 3 days, you can get yourself the 40 more manuscripts, and before you know it, you'll have 200. You can activate that tomb, create 2 slots available, craft 2 emblems and put them in, giving yourself a decent boost once again for free in the game. Let's go see what boost you would get from the Scarlet. Let's just go have a look here. Scarlet gives you 255% boost. Not bad for free. Not bad at all for free. Now, if you are doing your Scarlet Drakes and you are doing your Torrent Ascendant Scrolls, for example, in your Merlin Trials Redemptions store, you can get yourself, over time, sudden boosts of 200%, 100%, 170%, 250%. Couple that with the gems, couple that with the equipment that we've already discussed. Participate if you can in the $1 bundles when they have them. Let's have a look at what today's $1 bundle is quickly. So we've got the Hero XP at the moment for $1 there. We have got gold for $1. The Black Friday special, I don't think there's anything here for $1, no. Here we go, limited deal, Smith's Building Statue. So for $1 you can get yourself 2, I believe, yeah, 2 chests, which can give you a very low chance of getting a Genesis Eagle statue, which is great if you don't have statues already. You have a medium chance of getting a basic Celestial Lion. Once again, if you don't have any statues, great, you've got extra statues, you got extra stats for $1. If you already have statues, you might want to do this anyway, because you can still transform them or dismantle them into material used to upgrade the statues you've already got. So that is your hot $1 bundle for the day. Let's just see if there's another hot $1 bundle potentially. Nope, that's the one you're looking at. So the $1 bundles really do come into play in terms of helping you get there quicker. There's often a $1 bundle that gives you 2 pieces of equipment or 2 gems and things like that. Getting them at $1 is going to, especially if you're lucky and you get the higher level item, like I was lucky to get the Raven weapon, you are going to jump in your statistics for a simple $1. Of course, you stand the chance of not getting anything decent if you've already got statues, if you've already got equipment, if you've already got emblems and things like that that are mid to high tier and you just want to increase it. You're probably not going to get an item that's going to be like, wow, that improved my statistics. But you will be getting an item that you can dismantle to enhance or to upgrade something else. So bear that in mind. That's something else that can help you at the end of the day. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of episode 3, where we covered obviously the hero weapons and the dragon emblems. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button down below, hitting subscribe and the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on this series or any other episodes that we bring out with regards to King of Avalon or Pokemon or whatever we decide to play at the time. Until I see you guys next time, be good, be well, and be safe. Bye.